Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Welcome back. In part 1, we learned what makes Borsch soup so special. In this video, we'll guide you step by step on how to make borscht at home, from prepping vegetables to simmering the perfect broth. Tomatoes or tomato paste add acidity and a richer, more rounded flavor. Thin slices or grated pieces help these vegetables cook evenly and blend their flavors, without turning into a mushy mix. Broth, meat, or vegetarian base. For a deep, rich broth, many cooks simmer beef or pork bones for an hour or more. Chicken stock gives a lighter, softer flavor that still feels cozy. Vegetable stock works very well too and keeps the borscht fully meatless. Store-bought broth is completely fine when you do not have time to make your own. If you cook with meat, you usually start by simmering the bones or meat pieces in water, skimming any foam from the top. Once you have a flavorful broth, you add the vegetables and continue with the rest of the recipe. Sour, fat, and fresh toppings that finish the soup. The sour element is what keeps borscht from tasting flat. Cooks often use white vinegar, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, or fermented beet or cabbage juice. This sour taste cuts through the sweetness of beets and carrots. Sour cream is the classic topping. It melts slightly into the hot soup and adds creaminess that softens the sour edge. Plain yogurt works too if that is what you have. Fresh dill is the most common herb, but parsley and green onions are also popular. All of these finishes are flexible, so you can adjust them to match your taste. How to make borscht soup step by step, beginner friendly. Think of making borscht as building flavor in layers. First comes the broth, then the sautéed vegetables, then a slow simmer that brings everything together. You can follow the same basic method whether you use meat stock or a simple vegetable base. Step 1. Make or warm the broth. If you are starting from scratch, place meat bones or a piece of meat in a large pot, cover with cold water, and bring it up to a gentle simmer. Skim off any foam that rises so the broth stays clear and clean tasting. Add a small onion or carrot if you like, then let it bubble quietly until the broth smells rich. If you prefer a faster path, pour ready-made chicken or vegetable stock into a pot and warm it over medium heat while you prepare the vegetables. Step 2. Prepare and sauté the vegetables. Peel the beets and carrots, then grate them or cut them into thin matchsticks. Chop the onions, shred the cabbage, and cut the potatoes into small cubes. In a pan, heat a little oil over medium heat. Add the onions first and cook until soft, not browned. Stir in the carrots and beets, add a spoon of tomato paste and cook together. Stir often so nothing sticks. This short sauté builds deeper flavor, helps keep the color bright, and gives the tomato paste time to lose its raw taste. Step 3. Simmer, season, and rest the borscht. Add the potatoes and cabbage to the hot broth, then tip in the sautéed vegetable mix. Let the soup come back to a gentle simmer and cook until the potatoes are soft but not falling apart and the cabbage is tender. Season with salt, black pepper, and a bay leaf. Taste the broth, then splash in vinegar or lemon juice a little at a time. You want a clear but pleasant sour taste that does not overpower the beets. Adjust salt again if needed. Turn off the heat and let the soup rest for 20 to 30 minutes with the lid on. The flavors settle and blend during this time. Many people say borscht tastes even better the next day after a night in the fridge. You've learned how to make rich, colorful borscht soup from scratch. Enjoy it with fresh herbs and sour cream, and share it with your friends or family. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more delicious recipes. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.